Trust me, believe it or not, we actually stuck at this point. It is not impossible. Why it is not impossible? Because these words are already there in your memory. You are not learning any new word. You just replacing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shruti Opines. So guys, some days ago I have asked my Instagram family to send me some topics for my YouTube channel. And I asked them that you should not vote for, you should not send some topic which are related to English grammar. I want to deal with some of the topics which are related to your psychology when you speak English language, like related to your nervousness, confidence and so on. So I have got many topics, and out of them there's one topic which was continuously repeating, and that topic was why the words do not come to my mind when I speak in English. Means why I not able to remember the words whenever I speak English. I stuck somewhere when it comes to vocabulary. What are the reason behind that? What we should do to overcome with this struggle? So today I have taken this topic, that what actually happens when words do not come to your mind, and what you should do to improve this particular behavior. Because see, this is your behavioral topic. This is not related to your English grammar that you can mug up. This is something that you need to deal with it psychologically. So today we are going to deal with this topic, and today I have come up with certain points that I'm going to tell you in the video, and definitely these points are going to help you out to some extent, because again I have analyzed my own journey. Because see, this situation must have happened to everyone who is an English language learner, whose English language is a second language, is not a first language. This must have faced by everyone, so you are not all alone in this struggle. Everyone must have crossed this struggle. Just need to overcome with this struggle, or you can also say it's a fear. It is somewhat a sort of fear that we have when we speak in English, and why it is considered as a fear, that definitely I'm going to tell you in the further video. So without wasting any time, let's get started. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then kindly subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon button to get the notification. And if you will like the video, then do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. And now let's get started. So for this video I have come up with 4 points, and again I have divided these 4 points into 2 categories. The first category is your behavior. Again, the first 2 points are your behavioral points, as this topic deals with your psychology, it deals with your mind, it deals with your memory. It doesn't have any relation with English grammar. It's all about your psychology, how your mind actually works. So the first 2 points are your behavioral points, and the next 2 points are some techniques that I'm going to tell you that are definitely going to help you out how to remember the words, how you can work over this fear, how you can overcome from this fear, and how you can remember the words, and how you can practice them in your daily life conversation. So let's get started with the first point, and that is your confidence. Yes, you must not be confident enough to go in public and to speak in public. That must be your first fear. That is your fear. That is there in your psychology, definitely. And because of this reason, what you must be doing, not all of you, but some of you must be doing that, you must be mugging up your conversation. Like for example, if you're going to an interview and you have mugged up your self-introduction, that this is what I'm going to tell when the panel is going to ask about my introduction. So you must have mugged up everything, each and every word, phrase and sentences, whatever you have structured. And when it comes actually, and when you were saying about yourself, and you must have stuck somewhere in between, and you do not know what to express, what to say further, because you have mugged up your conversation. When you mugged up your conversation, when we do this rectification thing, it actually makes you less confident, it makes you timid, it makes you diffident. So confidence must be there, must be definitely there, an issue with you, and mugging up the conversation is a part of that confidence. You should not mug up your conversation every time, because when you mug up your conversation, definitely you are going to feel less confident in public. What else you can do instead of instead of mugging up the things, you can make an outline that these are the points that I'm going to tell. Okay, when you make an outline, instead of like the writing paragraphs and learning those paragraphs, when you make the outline, you remember that these are the points that I'm going to tell. But for that also you need to think in English, right? And to think in English, you need to do a lot of practice before that, right? So you need to deal with this confidence issue. You need to deal that what are the factors that you can involve to be a confident person, to be a confident speaker. And again, I have made a lot of videos on this topic, that how you can be a confident speaker. So you need to work on your confidence. And the next behavioral point is that kindly focus on less words. Kindly focus on less vocabulary. There is no need to expand your vocabulary when you are not comfortable with it. In your initial stage, kindly do not, again as I said, that do not mug up the words. It is impossible to remember all the words in your mind. It takes its own space. It takes its own time. It is going to happen gradually. So do not focus on many words at a go. Focus on less words, because once you will be focused on less words or less vocabulary, you will be able to remember those words. If you, like for example, if you can remember, if you are trying, not can, if you are trying to remember 10 words or 20 words in a day, and that is not your caliber. At this present moment, that is not your caliber, that you can remember 20 words or 10 words or even the 5 words also in a day. So what is the usage of learning those words when you are not able to apply in your daily life conversation, when you are not able to apply it to your mind, when you are not able to apply in the conversation that you are having with the people? So do not focus over many words. You can definitely start with a 1 word in a day. Definitely you can start with that, but at your initial stage, that you need to decide that at what stage you are at, whether you are at the initial stage or whether you are at the middle of the journey. That you need to realize, that you need to analyze by your own situation, of your English language. So this is your second point, that focus on less. Now we'll come to the next 2 points, which are the techniques that you can apply to overcome from this fear. So what are those techniques? So the first technique that I have come, again it's a psychological technique. So you must be aware of these 2 terms, active memory or passive memory, or you can say conscious memory or subconscious memory, or now it will talk it about in English language terms. So you must be having an active vocabulary and a passive vocabulary. Now what is active vocabulary? The active vocabulary that you are using in your daily life, like daily you use, for example, happy, sad, serious, or any other words. So you must be using these words, these vocabulary in your daily life practice. And there must be some words, there must be some vocabulary that are there in your passive memory. Means you must have crossed with those words, you must have heard those, must have read those words, you must be aware of those words somewhere at some stage of your life. But those words are not your active words, those vocabulary are not your active vocabulary. So now you need to work over your passive vocabulary to make it active vocabulary. So let's take an example, serious. So serious here, I mean that a person who is very serious in nature. So what are the other words that you can use instead of this word serious? So now, like in your daily life, you must be using that serious. Serious is very serious in nature, and this situation is very serious. So what are the other words that you can use instead of the word serious? Now those words must be there in your passive memory, and those words must be contemplative. You must have heard, you must have read this word contemplative. And the next word is resolute. Resolute also means seriousness, something that is determined in nature. Or like if you want to talk about a situation, that this situation is serious, so you can say critical. Okay, so critical you can use the word grave. So these must be there in your passive vocabulary. Another example, if I give you, then it's wow. Wow we say, like every time we say not every time, but must be there in your daily life conversation. You must be using this word wow. So instead of wow, what are the other words that you can use? Magnificent, splendid, lavish. So these are the words that you can use. So these words are there in your passive memory, but you must not be using them in your daily life practice. So now what you need to do, you need to replace your boring active memory with the passive memory. Now with the passive memory also, for example, for each word I have given you 3 examples, 3 synonyms I have given you. So you can replace each and every word of your life with the 3 synonyms that are there in your passive memory. Now the point is that the major point, now you must be thinking, here we are struggling to remember the words, and she's saying that we need to replace our active memory with the passive memories to bring 3 new words in our daily life. You must be thinking that how is it possible? We are here to watch this video to activate our vocabulary, to activate our treasure of vocabulary. So this is what I'm telling you guys. It's not a matter of a day or so. It is definitely going to take a couple of years or even a couple of months also. It just depends on your progress. So definitely it is going to take time, but it is not impossible, because you need to train your brain in certain manner that you will be able to remember 3 words in a go. But it is not impossible. Why it is not impossible? Because these words are already there in your memory. You are not learning any new word. You just replacing your active memory with the passive memory. You just need to remember this thing. Okay, so do not think that you cannot do. Definitely you can do, but again it is going to take its own speed. And when you will do it, definitely there will be one day when you will be able to accumulate a lot of words in your mind, and when you will speak without any fumble, without any hesitation. But for that you need to do hard work. No time pass, because it is going to take time. Now I quickly come to the last point of this video, that is your daily vocabulary. You must focus over the daily vocabulary, and you must be thinking now why she's talking about daily vocabulary or daily words. But trust me guys, we actually fail to translate the words that are there in your daily vocabulary. Trust me. For example, if you want to, like अगर मैं हिंदी में example दूँ, because Hindi is our native language, just to understand the situation well, you will be able to understand that why daily vocabulary is compulsory, why it is necessary. For example, हम खींचने को क्या बोलते हैं? When we हम जब खींचते उसको इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? Pull. जब धक्का देते तो हम उसको बोलते हैं push. Okay, so these are the words pull, push. जब हम किसी को घसीटते हैं, किसी चीज़ को घसीटते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं drag. Okay, drag करना. And similarly, अगर if I want to say, अगर मैं किसी को धीरे से कुछ बोल रही हूँ, so I'm whispering. Okay, I'm whispering. I'm not murmuring. Understand this fact. Whisper means जब हम किसी को चुपचाप से धीरे से कुछ बात कहते हैं silently. But अगर आप उसको ध्यान से सुनेंगे तो you will be able to understand that what I'm trying to tell. But when we do murmur, so murmur means we just mumble. Okay, so here you're not able to understand that what I'm trying to say. Are you understanding my point? So understand the difference between the daily words that we use. So daily vocabulary is very important, and in daily vocabulary I also focus over opposite words. Opposite word also play a very important role. For example, you want to say that he is not a confident person, means you are finding a word which is opposite of confident, but you are not find a suitable word for that. So opposite of confident is diffident or timid or meek. So you need to work over opposite words also. Okay, another example if I give you, then brave. What is the opposite of brave? The opposite of brave is coward. Okay, so focus over your daily vocabulary, the words that I've just mentioned. So focus over daily vocabulary, because it actually happens when we try to translate our thoughts which are running in our native language into English language. We actually stuck at our daily vocabulary. Trust me, believe it or not, we actually stuck at this point. So that's it for today, because I think I have not dragged the video, but I have explained each and everything, and this video is going to be a long one, I guess. So I hope that you must have understood what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to teach you here in this video, to remember the words. And definitely, if you will follow these steps, so you are going to remember the words, you are not going to fumble, you can speak without any hesitation in front of anyone. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.